even recognize it, although I was playing D&D 5th edition all of yesterday. I got a story about that. I'll tell it at the start of tomorrow. Let's get a weird candle from this. Another roaming warband, and behind them a countess. Cool, I'll save you. Kinderflame has subscribed with Twitch Prime for the 3rd month. Hi Raps, don't know if you remember, but I mentioned a few subs earlier that I had a tube put in me. I can thankfully say it's officially coming out soon. I'm glad to hear. I can't say I necessarily did remember about the tube. I do apologize for that fact, but I'm glad to hear that it is going to no longer bother you past this point. Increase the damage of all enemies. Don't want to lose the energy myself, though. Gosh. Primeval Grub. Wish I just had a faster way of murdering you. Block. So I can just go with double block this turn and then throw out damage. You know what? Let's do that. Those 3, and then we play the 2/2s. All right. So this turn, we generate energy out of nowhere, getting ourselves back to a good position. This Skullcracker already cracks that nut right there. Oh, draw was not the card I wanted. Ah, never mind. Deep breath. That's all I needed. I just needed a single block. Not that I needed, but liked having at least. Yep. Yeah, Wholesome Verse will have something like that at some point. It's just unfortunate that everyone is doing so many things constantly. Everything is so much all the time. All right, crack him. Increase the damage of the next ability. Actually, can I just weird hunt you now? I should probably leave the bigger ones on the map for as long as I can and just kill all the smaller ones as quickly as I can. Feels like probably the right pace at which to take it. Damage seems fine. This could kill this target for us. Drawing a card that gives us 100% extra damage next turn. Definitely worth it in the end. Broad reach. Hold breath. Double strike. Guess we'll even reposition. Can't keep going, but that's good enough. Another Skullcrack out to the party. I mean, like, the resolution is very slow on these worms, unfortunately. Cleave will be enough. Draws us an extra card, which lowered its cost, but it was already 0 cost. I don't know how many enemies there are on the map past this, though. Yeah. One fights are taking a little longer than I would otherwise like. Let's decrease the cost of... Yay, you did! I just wanted to decrease the cost of the Skullcracker so that the cleave was enough to kill them all. There's our level 20, which means we get a mastery right now, right? Pick a new card. We've seen all of these and I've turned them all down prior. Here's our next mastery. Whenever you hit an enemy, gain 3 ultimate charges instead of 1. Ultimate targets all enemies. Increases damage by 200. What? I think I can do that. Because in the end game, I'm going to have a single target that I'm just going to want to blow up.
Your path grows increasingly inaccessible as the branches of weirdness, crooked trees splay in all directions. Suddenly, you come upon a woman who, judging by what remains of her tattered clothes, must have been someone of importance at some point in her life.
You want a bouquet?
You can't focus on her garb, though, because as she turns, you realize that she's feasting on the rotting flesh of a dead monster. Blood and ichor drip from her open mouth.
Who do we have here? A stranger? It might be your lucky day, Wanderer.
The woman giggles flirtatiously and covers her jagged teeth with one hand.
Give me your life's essence, and I will reward you with my precious stones. Unfortunately, this specimen here is running low.
Here's a bouquet for you.
You show her the bouquet you received from the florist. You can sense that she's overcome with joy and hope.
Give it to me. This is the most magical gift I've ever received. Like it was made just for me. Tell me who made such a wonderful bouquet?
You tell her everything there is to tell about your meeting with the florist. She listens intently.
What a surprise it is to find someone so gentle and pure survived in this world. Please let him know that I say yes. I want to meet him immediately.
We'll do that in the future for you, friend. Catch around Intoxicated Illithid. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, that's a statue behind you. There's a legendary encounter. Is that it? Yeah, these are the last two encounters here. That's a rundown windmill. We already explored up in that area, so it's literally just this and then that. Oh, yeah, you should 100% get an idiot. Oh, of course, of course. However, he's going to be into that as well. Don't yuck their yums. Let's go for the draw first, because I don't want to waste my excess energy on Stunning Shout. Skullcracker, though, I'll happily waste my excess energy on that. Dump. Got him. Let's give him a Stunning Shout, and then double strike. Cool. Slothful Impulse, and then how many more cards can I even draw this turn and use? Okay, Storm of Blades. Go crippling attack there. Right, then I reposition. Okay. We Storm of Blades. Perfect. And then I murder you. So, yeah, non-worm fights, pretty quick for us. Pretty good at those ones. Fountain of Health. I'm fine. Don't even need it. Okay, so I can't go back to this after I turn it down. I'm just trying to explore the various available options there. I kind of want to try and kill this without turning the light on at all. It's not a clever idea. Maybe it's immune to stun or something. Burning Souls loses 2%. Excuse me. HP each turn, has 100% extra damage in this phase. Each hit reduces its target's damage by 20% this turn. This effect lasts until they have 70% HP. Stun all enemies for 2 turns. Or get 40 barrier next turn. One way or the other. I think we're okay. I mean, that stuns the enemy immediately. Let's get the draw effect so that I can... Yep, there we go. Amp the damage of Skullcrack. Get Skull cracked. Then... Wait, is this a transient fight? No. There is a transient fight in this game. Like an enemy that just fades in a certain amount of time. But I don't believe this is that. Okay, and then you have negative armor, so I can stun you again, lowering your armor. And then if I use this, it'll lower your armor even again. Also, I double my next attack card played. Stunning Shout, double stun the enemy again. Tells me the icons below the enemy if it is transient. Well, Oh, in the fight that I was talking about? Yeah. Meditation, reposition, sage. I'm worried that they're just gonna like pump their armor back up immediately after I remove all of it, so that's why I'm not going ham yet. But maybe I should just go ham. Get a bunch of stacks of vulnerable on the enemy. That's worth. They've also changed to impenetrable fog. Gains 5 armor each turn. Spawns a cultist every 2 turns. And the effect lasts until they have 30% HP. Okay. So it's just a phase fight. I may want to just use meditation. What's left in the draw pile? Crippling attack's not bad. Although I also draw Skullcracker next turn anyway, so sure, this is that. Okay. So this does anywhere between... I didn't even check the ult. Should check the ult. Would have been nice to see what damage that was doing. This felt enough though. Hey, Crackstan. Get even more max HP. Actually upgraded all the ones we're using.
As the monster disappears, you expect the goat to appear. And indeed, you're not at all surprised when you hear the familiar voice.
Splendid! But don't rest on your laurels just yet. What you see right now is only the first dimension, the first level of this corrupted reality.
You can't see the creature's face, but you can imagine its smirk.
Anyway.
Hey, for what? I've actually been using Skullcracker quite efficiently though, as well. Let's take a passive skill, sure. Negate the first hit suffered each turn. Negate every hit suffered in the first turn of combat. If you play 2 or less cards during a turn. I very, very rarely do that though. Negate the first hit suffered each turn. No one's allowed to hit me. Just return to the village then. So there's the candle maker. Seamstress. I don't have enough. I do have enough blood to upgrade something, although I want to upgrade my damage first. So I'm probably going to wait until I have 5 more blood before trying to do anything with that. Talk. So, tell me something about yourself, scientist.
I'm from Darkroot Valley, the greatest and most resourceful farmland of Avalon. Well, actually, we're at war with everyone, I suppose. I hope we didn't raid your original farmhold. We did, didn't we? Oh, I'm really sorry.
You explain that, for all you know, they didn't. She calms down instantly.
That's good to hear. In truth, I wasn't even there for most of my life. Master Iron took care of me since I was a small child.
You said that people weren't very appreciative of your experiments?
Oh, no. Not really. I mean, whenever I met anybody or heard from anybody, they always seemed afraid of my work. But mostly, Master Iron told me that we had to live far from our farmland because of some of my experiments. I don't remember any of that, though.
Do you know where Master Iron is?
I don't. He must have left when I was busy with my research. Would you be able to keep an eye out for him during your travels?
Sure, but first, can I ask what happened to your eye?
I wish I could, but I honestly don't remember.
Fair enough. Oh, okay, and it tells us... So this upgrades the effectiveness of base items, and also we can upgrade them to actually be received more consistently after finishing a combat. We get her resource by... At the end of the run, each 100 wealth is exchanged for a golden token. So that's one of the reasons that I'm holding on to so much money. Also, because money isn't actually making me much more powerful right now. Like, it's pretty hard to make me more powerful, to be frank. All right. There is a lost soul over here. Good. So I can upgrade this to have another time that I can afford trying to heal. Oh, no, that had upgraded to heal 100% of my HP. Let's upgrade the healing mixture to heal for more. And then get one more in stock. I've been enjoying it so far.
The blacksmith.
Quite a lot. Upgrade the blacksmith's abilities. Okay, good. So the first one I'm going to want to get is the runestone drop charts, because now runestones can drop from combat 25% of the time. That is how I'm going to get enough runestones. Or, wait, 50% of the time now? 50% of the time now. That's how I'm going to get enough runestones to make more runestone dust to be able to unlock the rest of these. I don't have anything for your mission yet. No? Okay, just making sure. I should make sure that anytime I possibly progress these, I make certain I know as much as I can. Weird candle there. Being able to buy more. Nope. Keeping my money.
What can I...
Seamstress. Nothing for you either. And then we did look at the stats prior as well. Okay. That means it is time for the end game. This final area is not an area. It is just straight up walk to and then fight the boss. So let's do it. Map upgrades? No. They're not permanent. Those would just give me more information about this run, I think. Because I think only the things that are bought with upgraded stuff shows you upgraded. I mean, like, I can try it. I might be wrong, but... Oh, no, I can't try it. Can't get back in there. So do all non-gold currencies persist between runs? Yes. Yes, they do. So the map upgrades only last for the current run. Okay, cool. Can you upgrade the main statue? I do not believe so. Could do, but I don't know if you can. That's a big hit that one wants to do. Foredweller! This was the enemy that we did the start against. Enemy performs regular attacks, buffs itself, and occasionally summons minions to Siad. Let's meditate and draw. There's a skull crack. And Sage easily. We broad reach a Kraken skull at him. I think I'm just double strike and throw the... Wait, double strike? And then throw the Tainted Force? Where really want to throw the Tainted Force right now? 100% extra damage next turn if I don't. No, I'm gonna hold. Did you win the tutorial fight this time? Yep. Last time I just wanted to explore the mechanics more than I cared about winning the fight. You get the first hit, suck it each turn. So we can Slothful Impulse and then try and keep going from there. Stormblade seems quite nice. Let's throw out a crippling attack as well. Summon the enemy. I'm going to reposition before I do anything else, just because I want to have the ability nice to be able to play a damage card should I draw one. Actually, this is negative 50 armor on the enemy, doubling this stunning shout right now. Yep. Let's drop a meditation on him. Weird Hunter. This could actually be lethal right now. Screw it. Is it? Oh, not even lethal. Barely even worth doing. Only almost killed the enemy. Now I've got to leave it up to a skullcracker. Huh. Victory.
The creature falls to one knee. A single thought containing 1,000,000 words and images explodes in your mind.
They lied. Don't hate me, human. I bear you no ill will.
Before you can reply, he fades into the weirdness. Suddenly, you hear hooves on the
that
ground.
was brilliant. Really a sight for sore eyes. Finally, something's going according to plan. It's good to see that someone actually stood a chance against him. We might have a shot at surviving this whole crazy ordeal after all.
This supposed monster, it told me that you lied.
Oh, curious.
The creature rolls his eyes.
Well, we might have. I mean, no, we didn't lie, but the whole truth has yet to be revealed, see? These things are complicated.
The creature fishes desperately in its pockets. What's the lie?
Okay, I guess we did promise to tell you more after you were finished with the Four Guardians. There's a certain reality balancing thing happening here, you see. It's a story of a brave hero. That's you, fighting a monster which threatens the world. Yes, the one you just eliminated. But it's not only human reality that's broken. They, the Foredwellers, have the same problem you have, and so he's actually living in the same story you are. Only in his version, he's the hero. And can you guess who the antagonist is? The point is simple. Your fight is an eternal struggle of good versus evil. Nobody can win, nobody can lose, because that would debalance the narrative, unless one of you is brave and strong enough to get rid of the source of this corruption.
The creature offers you a patronizing stare.
I'm going to tell you how to summon the real enemy.
He steps lightly from one hoof to the other.
From now on, you will be able to collect hearts of the Guardians after killing them. When you get all three, you have to burn them at the menhir in your village instead of coming to fight this poor boy here. This is the only way. Kill 3 Guardians, take their hearts, and burn the hearts at the menhir. Simple enough, isn't it? Then good luck.
Much appreciated. That was a difficulty 1 run right there. And let's unlock some stuff. So that is 7 unlocked so far. Pretty respectable. These cards and passives will be available over the course of your next runs. Damage against stunned enemies is doubled. Good lord, that would have been ridiculous for us. Acceleration, whenever you kill an enemy, gain 10 ultimate charges. New class, Summoner, is now available for us as well. Finishing Blow, deal a hit for 150% damage. For every enemy killed by this card, increase its damage by 200% until the end of combat. Gravewalker's Protection, gain 1 block and pick 1 card from the grave. Remember, grave are the cards that you have played this turn. Also discarded this turn, I believe. It has Ascension. Each time you play it, raise the cost of this card by 1 this turn. And then finally has Return. Card stays in your hand after it was played to the amount of times that Return says. Blessed Curse, reduce an enemy's armor by 5. Chain. Brawl, increase the maximum number of ultimate charges by 10. Increase damage against vulnerable enemies by 50% as well. There's another passive. Sentinel is unlocked. We've got repeated hits, deal 1 hit for 75% damage. Next use in the same turn deals an additional hit, return 5. So you want to try and be able to play this 5 times in the same turn. 6 if you could. 1-man army, deal 3 hits for 50% damage to random enemies, gain 5 armor for each distinct enemy hit. And then Gravewalker's Touch, deal 1 hit for 150% damage, pick a card from the grave, Ascension, return 3. We've seen something similar to that prior. Add Cleave to your ultimate ability, Cleaving. At the start of each combat, duplicate your first attack type card. Like, man, there's a lot of front load you can do here. Pathfinder is our new class. So we have recruited 3 out of the 7 available villagers. We have not slain the final boss. We've saved 0 of those souls from corruption.